ahead. We're doing upper and lower body burn today. Let's go ahead. It starts with Nostalgic on the playlist. It's EPH 8-Week Challenge Body Burn 2. It's a long title. I may revise that. But let's go press play in 3, 2, 1. Good. Leave that right there. Oh, let's just start with this warm up. Get us started here. So standing nice and tall, feet hip distance apart. Let's just do a couple inhales, exhales here to begin. So inhale into all those parts of your lungs that are just waking up. Exhale, get all that air out. Inhaling through the nose. Shoulders may lift naturally a little bit. Exhale, release everything down. Feel your weight across the feet. Softness in the knees. Good, last one here. Feel free to flutter your eyes closed. Good, let's start to mobilize that neck. Inhaling our chin down towards our chest and over to one side. Exhaling back and around. Noticing the sensations that you feel today in the body. As we wake up this neck and the muscles, start to move some of our blood around. Oxygenating the body. Go ahead and reverse direction when you're done with that rotation. Feeling free to pause and breathe into any spot that feels tight or sticky. One more here. Good, go ahead and lift that head up through center. Awesome. Side bends. Inhale, one arm lifts up and over, really stretching out that side. It's gonna feel good after this weekend of food, right? Exhale, lift it up, other side. Inhale, lift. For anyone who ate a ton of food, look at it. Exhale, stack. One more each side. Good. And again. Both arms up overhead, inhale. Exhale, elbows out wide, open up that chest. Inhale, hands to ceiling. One more time, elbows out wide. Inhale, hands up, let's roll it down, wake up that spine. Exhale, start to peel it down. Inhale, stack it up. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, roll it down one more time. And then inhale, come on up. Oh, good. Give me 1 or 2 big arm circles. We're gonna start with upper body today. So we're gonna grab that resistance band. If you have a loop, that's fine for the upper body. If you have a strap, that's also fine. Okay, so depending on what you have, or if you're using a substitute, feel free to use a substitute, all right? I'm using about like a medium strength, so light to medium strength for upper body. When we move to lower body, if you have multiple options, you're gonna want a slightly heavier resistance there, okay? So let's just grab the resistance band, or if you have the loop, put your hands inside the band, okay? And press out against it. For all of us that have the strap, we want our hands to be about shoulder width apart. We're just gonna mobilize through the shoulder girdle. You want a little bit of pull on the resistance. You can feel free, if it feels better for you, to wrap your hand around one time, okay? That might help to stabilize so you're not crunching in the fingers. Let's just inhale our arms up to our shoulder. Exhale, push them down towards the thighs. Here we go. Good. Remember when we do that shoulder mobilization, we try to not pull those shoulders out like this, right? We're trying to keep a nice tall spine. Starting to activate through the arms. Feet are hip distance apart and parallel, softness in the knees. Here we go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, pull it back, and then push it forward. Here we go. So for 2 and 2. Yes. As you pull back, feel the band separate in front of you as your shoulder blades come together behind you. You should be starting to feel activation, right, in the shoulder girdle. Here we go. For 4. Elbows stay about shoulder height or lower. We want to make sure those shoulders do not creep up by our ears. 2. Good. Last one. Extend it long. We're going to lift and lower halfway. So there's still a little bit of pull. I mean, guys, I don't know about you, but my arms are starting to definitely wake up. Here we go. See where your rotation is, your mobilization in that shoulder girdle, where you can lift up to the point that you're not starting to like really reach up and out of that shoulder. For some of us in the morning, it might be a little bit less than what it would be in the afternoon, right? Or vice versa. Here we go. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. So we're going to put those 3 together, okay? So we're going to start, bring it down, lift, pull it back, push it out, lift it up, lower halfway, in and out. Here we go. Down, lift, pull back, push forward, lift up, lower half, pull back, push forward, lower, lift. Yes! Here we go. Oh my gosh. This is just a warm-up basically for the upper body, right? Because we're gonna switch this band around our thighs and then grab those weights. Yeah, we are. Here we go. Good. For 3. Got 2 more. And 2. Here we go. Good, last one. Keep breathing. Keep those hands out now, okay? If they're about shoulder width apart, we're gonna pulse out and out. Here we go, here we go. That was like the most evil laugh I could do. Pick up the pulse, pulse, pulse. Oh my God. 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Roll out that neck. Good. This time, you're gonna want your palms to face up, okay? So you might wanna extend your hands a little bit long if you have the band and put it up. If you have the ring, you're just gonna put it through with your palms facing up. Our arms are gonna start by our sides, okay? We're gonna lift, extend, and lower. So lift and lower. So we're serving. Here we go. Almost there. Yep. We got 3 more minutes and then we're switching up. I know. Here we go. Keep breathing. Let's find ourselves in the nice second position now. Start to get into that lower body. Good. We're going to be here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out. Now we bend, extend. So we keep the elbow lifted. There's still tension on the band as we get into that bicep and extend. Beautiful, guys. Here we go. Woo! Yes. Alternative to hand weights. 3, 2, 1. Keep them bent. Little pulse, stretch out. We're gonna lift and lower. See how high you can lift without your shoulders really kind of going super high, close to your ears? Oh my God, here we go. Keep going. Yes. Here we are. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way down. All right, we're gonna put it together. So, elbows are close, or palms rather, kind of by our sides. We're gonna extend, bend, lift, lower, extend, bring it back. Okay? Pick it up, and in 3, 2, 1. Extend, bend, lift, lower, extend, bring it back. Good, let me check you out. You got this. You got it, Tanya, come on. Here we go, here we go. Yes. Almost there, guys. One more. Here we go. And lower it down. Shake it out, shake it out. Head roll, grab a quick sip of water. Oh, my arms are on fire. If you have the loop, go ahead and put it around your mid-thigh. If you have the band, the single band, you're gonna bring it around the back of your body. This works best if you're wearing pants, right? You're gonna bring it around the back of the thighs, like halfway down. Bring your feet all the way together, okay? Make sure it's nice and extended. And then you're gonna bring the two sides together in the front. Make sure you pull on them so they're a bit tight. Create one loop so it's tied, but then I would recommend making a bow instead of tying a knot because it's really not fun to untie a resistance band knot. A bow is much easier. And it will stay because it should be rubber or some sort of rubber derivative. Grab your hand weights. Yep. And then when you're ready, for those of you that had that band that we tied, if you open up to our squat position, you should feel resistance on the outer thigh, yeah? It's gonna wanna try to force your knees inward, and our goal is to try to keep those knees in line with our hips and our heels, okay? So, hand weights. We're gonna sink back into those heels and lift as we push forward through those hands. Here we go. Optional, always drop the weights. It is optional. Keep going. Inhale down, exhale lift. Good. Here we go. So starting to feel resistance on those legs. Good. Bob, slow it down a little for me. Good. Squeeze those glutes on the way up. Let the band give you feedback. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go down. Hold it here. Arms are by our side. Palms face up. We come up an inch, down an inch. As we do a little bicep curl. Yup. Here we go. Oh my God. Little tiny movements. Up and down. I know, happy Monday. Here we go. Woo! For 4, you should be able to pick up your toes off the ground. Make sure you're sinking into those heels. 2, I know I counted this a while ago. Let's go, last one. Good, lift all the way up. We're gonna add on to that. So, we're gonna come down into our squat. As we lift, we're gonna lift our left leg out to the side and lower. So getting into that outer glute. Option, if your arms are getting tired going out front, you can bring them overhead. Overhead press. The challenge here is to stabilize in that standing leg while you feel the resistance on that mobilizing leg. I'm going to check you out. Yes. So as you lift through that leg, I really want you to control the lift, maybe a tiny little pause at the top, and then lower. Good. Better. Yes, foot in parallel. We've been doing a lot of work in turnout, so we're going to work in parallel today. Here we go. Yes. Woo, 4 more. This side. Last one. Lower that leg down. So you guys feeling that, like right here? Outer butt. Gotta love that outer butt, right? Side butt. Other side. This time, palms can face you, like face away, okay? So we're gonna do like a high row. You're gonna come down, row up, lift, other leg comes out. So row, lift. Good. Exhale on that lift. Here we go. You got this. Yes, Alexa. Here we go, Lauren. Good. Beautiful, Oriana. Is that feeling okay on your skin? I see you have shorts. A little knock. Yeah, you're okay. Here we go. Almost there. Make sure that foot is in parallel. Chest is nice and lifted. It's open. Core is on, right? We're grounding through that stabilizing leg. 4 more. Good. And 2. Last 1. Lower it down. Okay. We've got one more thing we're doing on either side in this kind of position, then we're going to switch it up and go down to the mat. So, you're going to step 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. If this is, if your band is rolling a lot, you can feel free to take it off. It's mostly for feedback. So if we have our hips facing forward, our back foot is lifted off, okay? We're going to raise our arms out to the side. I don't have enough room that way. Raise our arms out to the side as we come into a single leg lunge. Exhale, lift. Then we're going to lift up off that back leg, hinge forward, little tricep press up, and then control it down. So from the side, we go out to the side, lift 90 degrees in both legs, hinge forward, tricep press, and then lower with control. Option to always drop the weight. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1. We want to control these movements. Let's go. Down, up, lift, tricep, lower that foot down. Good. Beautiful, Tanya. Here we go. Yes, Alexa, nice control. You got it, Bob. You got it. Let's do this. Good. This is a balance challenge, right? This is that connection of the mind and body to control our movements. If anyone was able to see the email I sent just this morning. Here we go. Yes. Feel that booty working. You got 4 more. Good. Nice, Lauren. You can hinge forward a little bit more if it's okay on the band. And 2. Last one. When you're up in that single leg balance, stay there. Arms go back. Little pulses up with the leg. Yes, that leg behind you pulses up. Belly's drawn in, arms are just held back. Shoulders are down and back. Open up through that collarbone, draw your abs up and in. For 4, 3, breathe it in, come on, 2, 1, lower down. That was great. You guys did so good. Other side. If you need to fix your band, if you started to roll, go ahead. I prefer using like cotton leggings with the band just because it catches a little bit better. Let's find that opposite single leg lunge stance. Same thing with the arms. Second round. So we go down, up, lift it off, find your balance, tricep press, and lower down. All right, let's begin. Good. Beautiful. You might feel that you are more or less stable on this side than you were on the other side. That's totally normal. Good. Almost there. Go as slowly as you need to. Good. Nice, Oriana. Here we go. Bob, turn on that core. Or grab a chair if it will help with some balance. Four more. Notice what's happening with the weight distribution on that standing leg. Got a lot of things working against us, right? We've got those hand weights. You've got that resistance band. Last 2. Make sure those hips are facing forward. And last 1. Good. Lifted that leg up and hold it there. Little pulses up with that leg. Arms just stay lifted and back. Here we go. Good. Draw that belly in. You got this. Nice, Tanya. Here we go. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Good. Everyone okay? Thumbs up? Okay, good. Go ahead and place those weights down. Grab a quick sip of water. We're going to bring it down to the mat. You can take the band off. The band is a great tool, not just for building strength and activating the muscles in a different way than compared to when we just use hand weights, but it's also really good for feedback. So when we're doing a certain move, you can really feel what that band is telling you you're doing in your body. We're going to lay down on the mat, do a little sideline series or single leg work here, some traditional Pilates method stuff, because I want us to gain or bring awareness to some of our hip mobility and activation through the legs. Now I know some of us have some hip limitations, so just do what you can and modify along the way. I'll offer some modifications. But we're going to go ahead and lay down on the ground, head on the ground, arms long by our sides, legs long on the mat. So completely down on the mat. Bring your hands to either hip point so your fingers are facing towards your pubic bone, your thumbs are facing towards your belly button. All right, you're going to point through those toes, activate through those legs, sort of squeeze the glutes, inhale and exhale, activate through your abs. So we're turned on completely. On your next inhale, raise your right leg up to the ceiling, to the point where you can keep a straight leg, if you can, a straight leg, okay? And you feel both of your sits bones on the mat. So roll from one side to the other and then find the place that is even. We want your hips to be at the same height and space with your hands on top of those hip bones, okay? So just find this and hold this. It's actually quite hard to hold your leg just straight up towards the ceiling. Just hold here for 8. Notice, keep breathing, notice how you have to activate through the core in order to keep this leg lifted in space. Right now this morning, my leg is not at 90. That's okay. For me today, my leg is a little bit less than a full 90 degrees. Almost there for 2, 1. Lower it down to just a hover on the ground. Exhale, lift. Lower, and lift. Here we go. If you're having any issues with your hip, you can bend that knee and come into tabletop instead of full extension. That will take some of the pressure off of the hip flexor. Okay, so that's one modification we can do right here. You're still going to be working that hip flexor. And you want to exhale on that lift because we want to get into that pelvic floor to help actually pull that leg up through the core, through the abdominals. Here for 2 and 1. Keep that leg lifted. Inhale as you sweep it somewhat across the right leg, down, and then exhale, bring it slightly outside and up, so leg circles. Tiny circles, there's not huge, wide circles, but you're drawing a circle down and then drawing a circle up. Now our hands are still on your hips. You want to try to keep your hips from rocking and rolling. If it's too much on the hip, keep that knee bent and do this in tabletop. You can still draw a circle, you're just thinking about drawing it from your knee. One more in this direction. Stabilize that pelvis, and then go ahead and reverse direction. So 4 here. Draw that knee into your chest, hug it close. It's a lot of work, right? It's like actually quite a bit of work. And then go ahead and extend it long. Woo! Good. Active legs, hands on your hip points. Inhale, exhale, send that left leg to the ceiling. Good. Find your 90, whatever that is for you today. Make sure one hip is not hiking up, so my hip was just starting to hike up. So both hips are even, okay? And we're just gonna hold here. Connect the breath. Feet are in parallel, so make sure, take a little glance over at your feet. If your foot is slightly turned out, go ahead and rotate from the hip joint and bring it back into parallel. Here for 4, we're gonna check you out. 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, lower to a hover. Exhale, lift. Good. Again, here we go. Beautiful. Always option to bend into that knee if it's too much in the hip flexor. We're going to keep that other leg that's on the ground nice and strong. It's still active, helping you to stabilize the pelvis. Beautiful. Nice, everyone. Here we go. For 4, 3, 2, last 1. Keep it lifted. This time as you inhale down, you're going to sweep that leg somewhat across the body and down. And then exhale as you bring it out to the side and up. Again, you're trying to stabilize in the pelvis. So that circle might be really tiny. It might be like a really thin oval. That's okay. You want to try to keep your hips as stable as possible. Keep going. Use that breath to help you control. Always bend into the knee. Good. Make smaller circles for me, Oriana, so you're not rocking and rolling so much in your hips. Good. It's better. Do you feel that more control there? One more this direction, and then go ahead and reverse. Nice, Tanya. That looks beautiful. Here we go. Gorgeous, Lauren. Nice, Bob. For you also, smaller circles, okay? Better. And 2. Last 1. Go ahead, draw that knee into your chest. Hug, hug, hug. And then extend it long. Woo! Pretty good, right? Take that band or loop if you have it. Bend into your right foot, your right knee. Place a part of that band, whether it's the loop or the free band, around the toe pad and grab onto either side. If you have the free band, you're gonna want to loop around onto either hand. If you've got the circle, just grab onto the bottom. And let's help to stretch this leg out. So just point and flex through that foot. Yeah. Noticing the feedback that the band is giving you as you articulate. Control the point and flex. Watch your foot. See if your heel wants to jut out or in, or your toes want to jut out or in. This is all about alignment too, right? This impacts the way we walk, the way we stand. And then go ahead and grab both pieces of the band or the bottom of the loop into one hand, into your right hand. If we're all on our right side, if in your left hand, if you're on your left side. And then inhale as you draw that leg out to the side slightly, to the point where you feel a nice inner thigh stretch. I have a wall, so I can't go very far, but if you have more space, go as far as you need. Trying to keep that other hip point that's on the ground facing towards the ceiling, not completely relaxing and opening to the side. So we're still controlling that pelvis. Keep breathing. On your next inhale, draw that leg back up through center. Grab it, the ends of the strand with the other hand, okay? Your right hand can go long. And then exhale as you draw that leg across the body. You're gonna feel perhaps a sensation down the outside of this leg that we're stretching. That is your IT band. That sometimes gets a little crunchy, particularly if you're a runner. So Tanya, this probably feels really good for you because you run a lot. You can draw that foot closer towards your face if you want to deepen that stretch by pulling on the end of the band. So you control the intensity of the stretch. Flex through the foot. Yeah. On your next inhale, come through center, bend into that knee, undo the band around that leg, and then go ahead, extend that leg long. Let's hook it up around the other toe pad. Wrap the ends of the band around either hand or grab on the bottom of the loop, and let's begin with some articulation. So inhaling in one direction, exhaling in the other. Really allowing yourself to point and flex. Feel the activation in the hamstring, the quad, the calf. Here we go. Clearly we're in cool down mode. Good. Last one here. Grab both ends of the band or the bottom of the circle band in your left hand if you're working on stretching your left leg. Right hand goes down. You're going to inhale as you open out that left leg out to the side. You can hold it with the band, right? You want to keep that other hip pointing towards the ceiling. Little pelvic stabilization move. Inhale that leg back up through center. Switch the band into the other hand. And then exhale as you draw that leg across the body now, stretching out the outside of that leg. You might feel this to be more intense or less intense than the other side. It all depends on the alignment in your body. Go ahead, draw that leg up through center, bend into that knee, unhook that leg there. Grab your band into both hands, bring it overhead, inhale. Exhale, start to roll it up. And hinge forward. Bring that band around both legs and just pull, facilitating a deeper forward stretch here. The forward fold. Good. Inhale, coming up to a nice tall spine. Unhook that band around those feet. Go ahead and either cross your legs or bring them into a diamond shape. Just going to do a little mobilization of the shoulder before we turn it off. Feel free to hop off if anyone needs to, because we are a little bit, I think we're like right at time. Bring your hands a little bit wider on the band, or if you have the circle, or you've got the circle, if it's not too tight, if you can bring it wide, or maybe just drop it, I don't know. We're going to inhale up, and then exhale behind us. So I don't know if the circle's going to let you do that. Inhale up, and exhale lower. Yes. Ooh. letting that band stretch. Bring that band up overhead now, inhale. Exhale, as you side bend over to one side. Inhale up through center. Exhale over to the other side. Up through center, one more time each direction. Good. Come up through center. Let's go ahead, inhale back, find a place where you get a beautiful stretch across the chest. Hey, Molly. And breathe. Inhale up and exhale, bring that band down in front of you. Go ahead and take the next circle in one direction and the next circle in the other. And have a beautiful start to your week. Thank you guys so much for joining me.